If you are a breastfeeding mom and you are having to go back to work soon and you're gonna have to pump, you might be wondering what it is that you might need. Well, I've been back at work for over 2 months now, pumping 3 times a day, every day, for 5 days a week. So let me show you what I have in my pumping bag. Hi mamas, and welcome to my channel. My name is Anna. My baby is 4 months old, and for the past 2.5 months I've been back to work pumping 3 times a day from Monday through Friday. I definitely had some trial and error there, but I feel like I finally nailed down what I need in my pumping bag. So let's take a look. First of all, this is the bag that I am using. This is technically not a pumping bag, it's like a weekend or travel bag, but I absolutely love it. It fits everything for my pumping situation, everything that I need to bring with me to work, and it looks really cute. So I can wear it with like heels or sneakers, and it just looks cute. My first bag that I got was a pumping backpack. And I didn't love it, unfortunately. Like, the handles ripped maybe like 2 weeks into me using it, just because of how heavy it was. So this bag is like designed to carry more heavy stuff, and it's a lot more sturdy. Also, the backpack is kind of tricky to make work with like all the outfits. So I ended up getting rid of that one and getting this bag instead. I've been using it for 1.5 months now, and I highly recommend. By the way, one of my next videos will be everything else you need to consider before going back to work to make sure that your breastfeeding pumping situation is as smooth as possible. So that'll be one of the next videos. And this one is all about the things that you need. It will kind of depend on the situation, on what arrangements your job was able to provide, as well as what kind of job you have. My situation is pretty lucky. I have an office job, and my job is very accommodating. There is a special mother's room with a table, some like cabinet for storage, fridge, microwave, and a sink. Okay, so the first thing that you need is a pump. I use Spectra, I think the S2 it is, the one that does not have to be plugged in. It's a lot more convenient because the plug is in like a not very accessible spot in the mother's room at my work, and that would be a challenge to use like a typical plug-in pump. I also wish I could use my wearable pump at work, but just because this is the majority of me pumping, I want to make sure that the pump is actually like emptying me well, so that there's a lower risk of like clogged ducts and mastitis and stuff. So Spectra it is. Then I have a Ziploc bag with pump parts. These are the parts that need to be washed every day. Because there's a sink in the mother's room at my job, I am washing the pump parts every time. But you can also use the fridge hack, where you don't wash the pump parts, you just put them in like a airtight container or a Ziploc bag and put them in the fridge, and they're gonna be good that way. But either way, at the end of the day, I bring everything that needs to be washed home, where I can like properly wash it and bring it back the next day. For the breast milk storage during the day, I just keep it in the fridge. I use these bottles from Mom brand. They hold up to 10 ounces of milk. They seal really well, and then the top of the lid is silicone, so I write the date and time right on it, and then it just washes with hot water and soap, and then you can reuse it again, so you don't have to deal with like stickers, labels, all that. There has been quite a few times that I forgot to bring the bottles, so I have a few of the breast milk bags with me as well, just in case. I also got this cooler bag. This is from Dr. Brown. It has like a built-in ice pack, so you can just freeze this whole bag, and it goes like around, keeping your milk nice and cold. Sometimes I don't go home right away after work, and I like to have a little like extra temperature protection, so I also have these 4 ice packs. They're super thin. Just freeze them. They go on all sides of the milk, and then Even if it's like 4 hours that my milk stays out of the fridge, when I get home it is super cold. What else do we have here? I have the charger for my pump. I have some wet wipes just in case. I reused like an eye cream jar and put some coconut oil for like nipple lubrication. I also have the lip balm. I keep it at work, but I always bring my water bottle with me because you just get so thirsty when pumping. It's crazy, same as breastfeeding. I have my tablet here because for 15 minutes that I'm pumping, there's like not much else to do, so I can do school or read something or just scroll on the internet. And the last thing I have, which I had to learn the hard way that I needed, is a pumping bra. I just got a cheap one to keep in my bag just in case, because all my pumping and nursing bras are like similar looking black sports bras, and there's a few times that I went to work wearing a breastfeeding bra, not a pumping bra, so breastfeeding bra doesn't hold the pump bottle, so I ended up having to sit there for 15 minutes like actually holding the bottles, and that is just not ideal. So since then I have that bra in my pumping bag just in case. That is all I have in my pumping bag. That's really all you need. Obviously it might be a little bit different depending on the situation and what kind of arrangements you have for your pumping situation at work, but I know it seems really overwhelming at first to even think about that, but it can be done pretty easily, and then give it a week or two and you have your full routine and it's really not a big deal. Although it is still another full-time job on top of your full-time job that you're doing and having to pump. Again, like I mentioned, one of my next videos will be about everything else you might want to consider before going back to work so that you can make your pumping experience a little bit easier. So don't miss that video, subscribe to this channel, and I will see you soon. Bye!